VR grows, we're starting to see developers branch out and try new things, including extreme sports. Rushing down a mountain at high speeds, jumping off a cliff, and sometimes clashing with trees, rocks, and cliff faces, snowboarding has entered the VR scene. From the creators of 1080 snowboarding on the N64, that's an old Nintendo console for our younger audience, Carve Snowboarding brings you a challenging but rewarding and enjoyable arcade experience on the Quest platform. All footage shown in this review was captured on the Quest 2. You start the game, like most games, with a tutorial, teaching you how to play the game, covering controls and game mechanics. Like in actual snowboarding, you stand with your legs at about shoulder width apart and facing side on. Now, depending on which leg you favour as your dominant, you'll be riding either regular or goofy, just like in real life. To steer though, unlike in real life, you use your hands. Your front hand controls the front of the board and, yes, you've guessed it, your back hand controls the back of the board. Jumping can be achieved by lifting your hands up, and the higher you lift them, the higher you'll jump. Tricks can be performed by grabbing your board in different locations with the grip buttons, and spinning can be achieved by holding the trigger button and moving your hand across your body in the direction you wish to spin. This is where the game is challenging. It took me quite a while to get used to these controls, and for some tricks I'm still struggling. However, stick with it and it can be very rewarding when you finally start mastering the controls and you're flying down the mountain, jumping off the end of a ramp and performing a nose grab backside 1080. The controls though are where I think the game is let down a little, especially when it comes to grabbing your board in different locations to do tricks. Because you use your hands to steer, trying to grab the board in specific locations can be a challenge and definitely takes practice. The game has 6 levels or mountains for you to explore and try to unlock. To progress to the next mountain, you must gain a certain amount of medals, which are split into 2 categories: time attack and freestyle. In time attack, you must race down the mountain as fast as you can and beat certain times. In freestyle, you must achieve a set amount of points by performing tricks. For some medals, you must also perform a specific trick. All the tricks in the game are real snowboarding tricks, so if you know what these are, you'll be in a better position than I was. While I know a few of the simple ones, when I was tasked with performing a truck driver, I had no clue, which left me with 3 options. Perform random tricks in the hopes one of them was correct, come out of the game and look up what the trick is, or enter the training mode. I opted for staying in the game and trying out the training mode, which will have you going down the simple but fun training course performing set tricks. Now, I'm not sure if the tricks it gets you performing come in a random order, but what I did like was when a trick other than a spin or a grind came up, it actually shows you where on the board your left and right hand need to grab. I thought this was great and a very welcome touch. As well as unlocking different mountains, you can unlock gloves, snowboards, and music as you trail down each mountain, giving you something else to try and achieve by collecting them all. Gloves are purely cosmetic, but boards actually have different statistics, performing better in hard or soft snow, better handling or freestyling, focusing on tricks. Collecting music tapes allow you to add them to your own custom playlist of 5 songs, which can be selected back in the cabin, which acts as your main hub. Here you can also interact with the environment, change your gloves and board, put on another log on the fire, or even pet a dog. For what the game is and running on the Quest, the graphics are pretty decent. While seeing the game on a flat screen might not do it justice, when you're in the world of VR, it really comes to life. It fits the arcade style and VR environment perfectly. Running on my Quest 2, I had no frame rate issues at all. It loaded quickly and runs smoothly with no graphical glitches. The game features impressive draw distance and big open spaces, allowing you to explore the mountain and take multiple routes, which really give you that extra sense of scale and openness. As mentioned previously, you can collect music tapes that allow you to customize your own playlist. This can be done inside your cabin, where you can listen to all the tracks you have and choose which 5 songs you wish to take with you onto the slopes. These are broken into different genres, so you should be able to find something you'll enjoy as you carve down the mountain. Along with music, the sound of the snow crunching underneath you, your board sliding across ice, or taking flight as you take to the sky as you perform tricks are fantastic. I've always enjoyed the sound of snow as I walk through it, and taking your snowboard down the mountain sounds spot on. If you like a challenge and want to complete everything, then you'll probably be playing this for a while, as you try and master the controls, learn all the tricks, and get the high scores as you unlock all the mountains. While there are only 2 game modes of time attack and freestyle, you'll also have a number of collectibles to grab on your way down, giving you the previously mentioned new gloves, boards, and music. However, I found myself playing the game for about 1 to 2 hours at a time, as after a while of trying to either beat a certain time or score to unlock the next mountain, I just needed to take a break. Carve Snowboarding is a very enjoyable game, especially after you get past the controls and you become more comfortable with it all. The mountains are a joy to carve down, and having played 1080 snowboarding, I could definitely feel its influence. If you enjoy snowboarding or just want a title that you can have a blast on from time to time, this might be a title for you. Carve Snowboarding is out now on Quest and Quest 2 and will cost you £14.99 or $19.99. It also receives the Thumb Culture Silver Award. Is this a title you're thinking of picking up? Let us know down in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this review, consider hitting that thumbs up, and if you don't want to miss out on future Thumb Culture content, be sure to hit subscribe and the notification bell. And for more news, reviews and previews, head on over to the Thumb Culture website.